The views and opinions expressed on Live at the Barbershop are entirely those of the host, guest, and caller and do not reflect the opinions of Live at the Barbershop or its staff. Viewers' discretion is advised. The following podcast is intended for mature audiences only and contains adult contents, graphic language, strong sexual content, and a whole lot of shit talking. So in other words, get your kids out the room.
Live at the Barbershop with your hosts, Misha J, Aaliyah, Black Republican, and those two crazy Caribbean guys from the Q&N show, Norris and Q. And now, the man of the hour, Mr. HNIC, Mr. Sleep When You're Dead, Hustle Now, the Magnificent.
Yo, son. What's up with all that?
I was just trying to amp it up, you know, like...
Oh, okay, all right, yeah, all right, I'm with that.
John, live at the Barbershop Podcast.
Good night. Welcome back, Friday night. I don't know if we're going to really... This one here is a little touchy. I don't know if we're really going to want to eat anything after this. It's like I saw a documentary years ago called What the Food or something like that. And I thought from then to now things would have kind of changed on certain aspect as far as people are more educated on what's going into the food. People are reading the labels and different things like that. Yeah. So that has changed. Yeah. The problem with it now, like we explained many times before on this show, what can you do about it? And I often say this to people that the man upstairs has all the control on everything on this planet, but the undertone to the flesh and bones, the man, the human being that try to control things and try to control the masses, you really don't have no control over your life once you step out into the world. If you think about it, everything you consume, someone else is controlling it. You understand?
Yeah.
Economics, someone's controlling it.
Yeah.
You know, inflation, recession, COVID, you name it.
Yeah.
Someone's experimenting with something.
Somebody.
And unfortunately, we're the sacrifices. You understand? Yeah. So now, tonight's segment, we're going to touch on the fact of, is the food killing us? Is all the processed food and the GMOs and the everything in between, the plastic, all these different things. And step by step, when we look at things, take a look now. Back in the 50s, 60s, maybe even the 20s, and, you know, the milkman used to drop off the milk in a glass.
Yeah, it is.
In a glass.
You understand?
In a glass.
In a glass.
Wow.
Drink it, you finish it, you put it back, he picks it up, takes it back.
Yeah.
Mano y mano, we're good.
Yeah.
Everything now is more on I need it now.
Yeah.
Fast pace.
Convenient.
How can we get it from here to there, boom, 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 and still make the money? Because the time it took for the process that, put it in the jar, put it on the truck, the guy goes out there, he drops it off, says hello to Miss Wilson, come back in,
pick it up.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're like, no, it's too much.
Yeah.
Everything now has to be a microwaved situation, and that is ultimately the problem.
Quick. Everything is quick.
Convenience is costing us. We talk about that all the time on this show, from cell phones to the food.
Yeah.
So without further ado, let's get it cracking. I'm your host for the night. My name is John Johnson. Next to me is my man Q. How you do?
Yeah, I'm cool, man. You know me, really, your boy Q, man. It's always a beautiful night. Welcome back to the shop, man.
Family member, as always, Madness is in the building, part of the barbershop now.
Yo. What's up, world?
What's good?
Hey, man,
Yeah.
another day in the life, baby.
All right.
Mr. Classy, man.
Hey, I try sometimes, dog.
Let
Mr.
me-
Boss, man.
Sometimes, dog.
Let me bring my man Black Republican in the building. What's good? What's good?
What's happening, y'all? What's happening?
What's up?
No, we're having a little technical difficulties earlier. You know what I mean?
For the girl, them.
Oh.
We got you.
GMO. Girls might. What's the last one? Oh. All right. Sassy's in the building. Yes. What's good, Sassy?
What's up?
What's up? I'm here representing estrogen tonight.
Oh my God.
Unfortunately,
Hey, we got too much of that.
some
food
of the
nowadays.
men might be representing it too, according to what we drink.
Yeah.
So,
I heard
Soy
this.
boys everywhere.
man,
Damn.
more than anything else.
I wonder
Yeah.
if estrogen is driving some of these female crazy too. Too much.
It's got the men going.
Female getting too much testosterone.
do you mean
That's what I'm trying to tell them.
Uh,
It's a switch up game.
Yeah, it's a switch up.
You know, like back in the days, used to have in school, used to have a set, right? So the guys used to play football on the schoolyards. The females play double dutch, right? Might just be changing, and you might have these dudes try to jump in. And the females like try to throw the ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They got females. They got female football teams,
Hey,
right? Don't they?
No lie,
Yeah,
straight
they
up.
got 'em.
Just yesterday, I was working, and I drove up. It was in Fort Lauderdale on 441, right? The big park. I forgot the name of the park. The one where they old Juve and stuff. So yeah, Broward. I forgot the name of the park.
Lauderdale.
It has a name to it.
We're not gonna fight.
Juve Park. Okay.
It's
so,
not like he about to fight.
so he about to Google it now. So long story short, I drove up, and what I thought was males playing flag football. Right, so I was just driving by the first time.
hey,
kinda
yo,
glimpsed
what
at
the?
it. Flag
You
football?
just flew past that.
Flag football.
Wait a minute.
Wait a
Flag
minute.
football. Flag
You're
football.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Oh.
I kind of looked, but I was like, but some of the shapes was kind of odd. But I'm like, those dudes or females? But
Hey,
they was running hard,
cut,
and I'm like,
cut this live.
This is my-
Cut the live right now.
nah.
Looking at everybody.
I don't want to
Shut it down.
I'm just saying,
Shut
Nah,
this
that
live
ain't
off
it,
right
dog.
now.
things are getting
Shut
weird.
this live off.
Getting weird. All right. So,
Show-
all right,
show is
Sassy, we was
over.
discussing this before about all the different processed food. The switch up of the estrogen
Yeah.
and the testosterone situation. I know a lot of dudes that lift weight and they go in on the testosterone to help them with the weightlifting and the
Yeah,
exercising and stuff like that.
I got
Yeah.
buddies who are doing it right now.
So the discussion for tonight now is the processed food. How can we? Well, at the end we'll figure out if there's any solution to this thing. But we just want to educate our audience members on a lot of things that we probably didn't even understand and know, because life is moving so fast nowadays,
Yeah.
and a lot of families just have to pack up and go and get going. So now,
we busy working. Can't
all right,
can't relax and eat. What how long is lunch? Lunch is what? 30 minutes?
5 minutes.
Take you 15
5
minutes to
minutes.
find something to eat. 15
5
minutes to
minutes.
gulp it down.
I normally eat while I'm working.
See,
You got money, man.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying. But all right, look, I remember Q had some, so probably don't even remember this, but he used to warm up a lot of stuff in these bags, like rice and different things. Yeah, you. My man. Hey, listen, hold up.
That man cook.
Yeah. Okay. All
Phil,
right.
he said you not cooking.
Yeah.
You fake.
Used to
Switch
have,
up now,
yo, no, I seen it before. Used to have this thing where you throw in the microwave, but it used to be like either vegetables or something to steam it.
Yeah,
That's
I
a,
do-
that's a
Don't
steam.
tell me
steam
that.
that-
Look at him now.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
do like
steam.
about the
Steam
vegetable.
stuff, man.
About like
Yeah.
about
In the plastic.
Yeah,
in
I
the
did-
plastic.
I did that before. Yeah.
Right. So that's what I'm saying to you. So a lot of things on the convenience side,
True.
we're not really
Okay.
realizing the damages that it's slowly doing. Because it's not something where you put it in a day and then all of a sudden your arm got short the next day. You know what I'm saying? Then you would say, oh, I got to stop using that.
Yeah.
It's because you nothing is really happening right now.
Yeah.
You understand? So that's the main thing. So we're talking about, let's start off with the estrogen situation, Sassy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
well, the main culprit for almost all of this is sugar.
believe it or not, it's a damaging thing.
Sugar.
Sugar is in everything. Sugar is like cocaine to the brain. So they put it in all this processed food. Keeps you coming back.
Right.
Have too much of it, it turns to fat in your body. For females, most of the time, it raises up the estrogen. Also, it raises up testosterone in females, and it decreases testosterone in males.
In men.
And raises a little bit of that tad bit. Do you guys have estrogen?
So you trying
Small amount.
Very little.
Small amounts.
Yeah.
But you do know that
definitely decreases your testosterone.
well, the sugar portion of things and the parasites that we all carry, you know,
Man.
it draws basically
Memories.
it controls us to pull more of that sweet or go back in to go get more.
Like, go get more.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing about it, where people don't realize the craving and all these different things. It's a function from that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, so who has low testosterone?
Uh-oh.
Well, thinking about talking about this tonight, you just start do your own self-check. You start
What you was doing in the mirror?
Testosterone.
Testosterone.
Flexing, trying to see.
You see the testosterone is still there.
you look at your muscles like, oh, I'm good. You start looking down like, you okay too? You do your self-examine at that same time. But I'm in the good. I think I'm in the good.
Most of the stuff most of the stuff causes a chemical imbalance in our bodies. So yeah, I mean,
And
start
it's
sending
sometimes-
signals into you. Next, you performing, you acting a certain way, you start behaving effeminate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Especially when it'll happen even faster when you're put into like that political mindset of being PC, political correctness, where you start saying, oh, it's okay for a man to be like this, it's okay for a woman to be like this, it's okay for this, it's okay for that. So now what happens is when they put all these chemicals in your body now, because your mind is like that, it's easier to rewire you. You get what I'm saying? So now you start acting more feminine, you start behaving more, you start arguing more, you start being more aggressive for no reason, because when you have that build up in you with male testosterone, it's a bad chemical matchup. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Too much of it. That's why you see a lot of this. I don't know if you guys realize, but you see a lot of dudes now just beating on females. Like, everywhere. You see a lot of fights now where dudes are just fighting females like crazy now. And you're like, yo, what is going on here? You know what I'm saying? And it's that chemical imbalance that's going on, especially in our communities. That's all you got. Kool-Aid, high sugar, a lot of processed cheese, a lot of low grade stuff is in our community.
Diabetes and high cholesterol.
Where do a lot of us shop for the main thing, for like
the corner
most of our
shop
goods? Like, you go to the corner store, hands down, and the corner store got nothing but poison in that joint. Yeah, especially if you got the neighborhood one. When you walk past, you see broken glass on the ground.
See, that's where those milk glasses went.
the corner smelling like a hobo hotel. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't finding no.
What are we talking about? Testosterone.
Well, that's by design, though. You know how that works.
I know that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You ain't gonna find no fresh fruits and no non-GMO products and stuff, you ain't gonna have most of that stuff, man.
Negative on that.
But the next thing, how can we get away from this? It's the industry pushing out everything for us. They're cutting off the good things and sending this for us. All we got to do have a limitation on how much we eat. Put in our body.
You have to
Yeah.
watch what you eat, and you got to read them
Yeah.
labels. Like read them labels, research the companies, because a lot of companies, I found out that America's USDA and FDA,
Oh,
they allow companies to put labels on their products even though they didn't pass. You know
Oh
what I'm
wow.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of them, they leave it up to the company to
Yeah.
label their product.
Which is
So
crazy.
that's why you see all these companies now. They'll literally have on the shelf organic, non-GMO, the best thing your body needs, and then right beside it, hella junk. No GMOs all the way to the roof. You know what I mean?
Oh,
A
okay.
shocking
But-
label with the bright colors. They're right
But-
beside each other, but they're the same product.
But most of the time, we normally read ingredients and read stuff while eating.
no.
You never
Yeah,
picked
I'll
up
see
something,
that.
drinking it,
I
eating
read.
it, and
I
it,
do, but
it just come to you to start reading.
No,
Let me see the back of
So
this
hold on.
while chewing on it.
that's not it.
So here's Q.
Yeah.
Oh, this got paint in it.
Oh,
Yeah,
No.
that's factual though.
mm-mm.
It never happened to you before.
Obesity is at an all-time high.
Yeah.
Diabetes in the community, all-time high. High cholesterol,
All
all-time
in
high.
America.
They're not reading what they're eating.
Nah.
No, they're looking and the looks of the product
Not even.
No, but
they're
a
just
lot of
and a sense of how it tastes.
just eating
It
eat
looks good.
most times.
This must have a good taste, you know?
haven't you realized that in certain apartments now, like say low income apartments, the stoves are getting smaller.
Oh man, they're about to disappear.
You can't even bake something in that stove. They so small.
They got
I'm
this
talking about you put a good pan in there in the oven, and that thing's touching the bottom and the top.
but you got
It's
that.
No, because they're not gonna. Why put a good stove in there if nobody ain't gonna use it? A lot of
Yeah.
people in our community aren't cooking.
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
they got
They got Uber Eats now. They got all the
Air
DoorDash.
fryers.
They got everything you could think of.
The air fryer is all right for you, man.
No, it's not.
No,
the
I
air
don't
fryers
Oh,
aren't,
man.
It's not good.
because the coating that they have in a lot of those air fryers are actually posing a problem to people.
Is that
And-
all of them?
Yeah, that
What is it?
Teflon, that non-stick stuff.
Yeah.
Because the
Well,
problem
again,
is
but
the
again,
heat.
We
The
can't
heat
win,
doesn't
man.
escape. The heat
Well, see,
doesn't escape.
can't
It
win.
stays
But-
in there.
That's what I just
But
said.
that's again what we're talking about right now. Is
How
that
do we win?
we've known about the
Gotta go
Teflon
outside,
situation from DuPont years ago.
Gotta find
So-
your own.
But the thing is convenience again.
Convenient.
Nobody
There
don't
you
want
go.
nothing to stick. You understand?
Well, no, but here's
Everybody
the thing.
want the stuff to slide out, and they want everything to work.
But if they say like you got if you rather health over convenience, then they say, well, you signed up for the poison, you signed up for the death, so you got to
No.
say, oh, that air fryer that I love to use, oh, it's actually killing me, get rid of it. And if you don't, then you chose it. You get me what I'm saying? Because there's other options. You can go to stovetop. You don't have to use a microwave. Like I said, I threw my
Convection
microwave
oven.
for over 5 years. I tossed my microwave. I didn't need it. I'm talking about everything tastes so much better when it was on the stovetop or the
Stovetop,
oven.
yeah.
So much better.
Because it stay
100
warm.
times.
It stay warmer longer. And
Yeah,
different things like
everything.
that. But again,
That's too much pot to wash.
Oh, man.
But see, that's another thing too. See, I didn't even use the dishwasher.
Convenient.
Yeah, that's what it
I
comes
didn't
down
even
to.
use the dishing. The reason why I didn't go those routes is because I know how the system works. I know how the traps are laid. So once they build your mind to say convenience over
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
convenience over me is when I say, yeah, throw it all away. You get what I'm saying? Because if you don't, then you sign up for it. You think they're gonna say, "Oh man, maybe we should change our game plan," when it's $1 billion industry to sell poison? Somebody's
Yeah.
buying it, and they all know it's poison. But guess what? They buying it. So
They
why
still
would they
buying
stop?
it.
Why would they
Yeah.
stop? They ain't gonna stop. You think people out here selling flock on the street and fentanyl and all that? You think they're gonna stop? People are buying it. Why they gonna stop?
Yeah.
They're drug dealers in the end of the day. That's why they put drugs in your food. You know what I'm saying? They will come off anytime they introduce a product or food or anything like that in the corporate world. They put $1 million behind the advertisement, and then they pump out a high content in that release of the food. Everybody gets hooked, sugar, everything, and then what they do is they slow down how much of the ingredients are in it. So now what you end up doing, you end up eating more of it because you're trying to get that oh man, that taste. Man, everybody was eating them Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Oh man, that was crazy.
Now
Yeah.
they running around buying like bags of them just so that, oh man, I'm gonna sell me a bag. Oh, I gotta have more because they were sold out that 1 week. So now I'm gonna put one to the back and then eat it for lunch. And I'm looking at everybody like,
but is it just?
I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of good.
Hell no.
I never had it. How? What you say, Black Eyed Tea? I never had it. I never had it.
He said it was kind.
You ain't missing nothing.
I seen people standing online for 2 hours. Makes no sense.
It was crazy.
Yo,
it made no sense.
I got co-workers that didn't come back to work. They were still on the line. Like, yo, what you doing? Oh, yo, I'm still on this Popeye line. Like, okay.
FOMO.
But that's the thing, though, is they got everybody sacrificing their health over marketing.
Yeah.
But
you know what I'm saying?
Is it our community only?
It's everybody. It's everybody. It affects us all because right now, the community that chose agriculture and farming are now being hit by carbon taxes.
Yeah.
Farmers don't make money. If you got debt, you don't have farmer's debt. Where one of your equipment is $5 million. One equipment. Right? And then you can't even service it because it's owned by a company that you bought the damn equipment from. You can't even fix or repair anything on it. So that means you have to pay a certified technician to come there and fix it for hundreds to thousands of dollars. You get what I'm saying? And then they raise all the prices of materials. So the problem is the route where you could go on the land, grow your own crops. That option is going out the way. Yeah, I mean, see, I mean, that's true.
Yeah, that's
United
true.
Snakes. Yeah, I like that. I like that. No, but see, and then certain states, see, like Florida, we can grow stuff. We could grow stuff in our yard.
Partially.
I mean,
partially. Certain communities is like a
remember the citrus situation that happened.
They came and ripped up everybody's stuff.
So,
they literally they inject your tree with shit.
Yeah.
So imagine if they could do that to a tree. Imagine what they do to your body. But what I'm saying is, see, in South Florida, the whole Florida itself, we have a lot of leniencies when it comes down to agriculture, like growing stuff. You could grow some berries, you could grow a potato, you could grow whatever, other things like that. If I say what we should do as a community, right? Find somebody in your community that has a green thumb and wants to grow and put money into building a garden, into like a community garden. You get what I'm saying?
Well, we have one. We have one.
But Blacks, I want to ask you a question though. But you saying we're gonna do the farming ourselves, we're gonna do the planting. Where we get the start from? Because there's a situation that they say the seeds.
You gotta go buy them.
Not from
Where you get the seeds?
Getting the seeds from. So that's what I'm saying. It's a very difficult situation.
Remember now, these people think hundreds of years ahead. We just thinking of today.
They've been mapping this out. That's what I'm saying right now. The only thing I could say right now, yes, you do have to be conscious of everything that you're eating and using and different things. But at the end of the day, you gotta live your life because you really don't have no control. Listen, take a look at the labels, like you said. California itself is like the one state where everything should be banned. If that's the case, you're not supposed to touch nothing. You touch this right, cancer causing. Cancer causing. Oh shit, cancer causing. So what I'm saying at that point now, what do you do?
No, but the reason why California has all them labels like that is because in California you could sue for anything.
No,
If there's like if the paint causes a rash, lawsuit.
That's understood.
If this lawsuit.
But,
so there's warnings on everything.
But they're keeping it real. That's the thing about it.
The problem with it though, the problem with it is a lot of the stuff isn't. You know what I mean? So what it does is it increases the problem so high to where you just forget about it, because now you're like, oh, everything's poison. Why do I care to research? Why do I care to look?
Yeah.
So instead of them actually saying, yes, this specific thing right here causes that problem, they say, oh no, yeah, that does this one and that one and that one and that one. Now all you see is labels when you walk in the store. You're like, I'm in a rush. I can't read all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And so now. And now when that happens, you just buy whatever. Yeah, you're going to buy and eat whatever. Because now you feel like, oh, there's no way around it.
Yeah.
Oh, my car steering wheel causes cancer. Oh, the fumes outside of it cause cancer. Oh, windshield washer.
The filter that it's all blowing
You'll
through.
lose your mind to the point where you just don't care anymore. And that's what they want, though. If you can disregard your health on everything because you're surrounded by it, they're going to want that. Because now the convenience becomes with ignoring the safety. That's your convenience now, to ignore it. You get what I'm saying? So I tell people, I say, look, there are companies that are legit out there. I remember we put this out before. It was EWG.com, where they talk about food products and cleaning products and companies in general. Who's like very transparent on their company, who's hiding their secrets, what products are toxic, super toxic. There's a lot of products for babies that are dumb toxic.
Super
I don't
toxic,
even know how they're on the shelves. I don't know how they're on the shelves.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But I tell people, do your research. If you have a company that has a solid ground in providing proper things, limit your palate and stick to what they provide. You get what I'm saying? Limit it. Like, you don't need all the flavors. What you need 100 flavors of chocolate for? What the fuck? What you need all the flavors for?
But take a look at something now, because let's go back home then, to Jamaica.
Okay? Yeah.
So let's say now, because the United States we know is processed land.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, man.
Processed land. So let's go back to the Caribbean, where a lot of us wasn't really used to hearing or seeing these things, because like I told someone before, in the Caribbean, it's hard for you to really starvation, showing ribs, because there's fruits for free damn near everywhere. You got coconut trees you can get hydration from. You got orange trees, you're gonna get your vitamins. You got bananas, you got cane, you got multiple things everywhere. No one really can say I'm starving. Okay. But at the end of the day now, again, because the injection of television and internet and
satellite, it was satellite back in the day. Satellite.
All these different things now are creating this new beast of people who don't want to deal with that no more.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The problem with it now is that the younger generations that would be farming or have the land to really cultivate these things, even if it's just for themselves, they're not even going to do that. They're not doing that.
Younger generation.
They ready to go Vibes Cartel it right now. They don't have time for that.
Yeah, they're not.
You understand?
Yeah.
They don't have time for that. They don't want to do that. So they would still consume this. That's like a smoker knowing what it does and still smokes. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's no different. A lot of them right now is on a convenience level that was already programmed in them. So even with them being educated of having a Google or things that we didn't have. Like, I remember back in the days, there's so many natural things. Vinegar.
Yeah.
Number one thing that you can use to clean and do a lot of things.
People are eating.
You understand what I'm saying? But again, a lot of people now, I remember one time I used the newspaper to clean a glass, and someone was looking at me like I'm crazy.
Somewhere else, boy. Like,
that's what we do.
That's the best thing you can use.
I know what he's about to say. You think it's toilet tissue or some shit?
Oh man.
The newspaper clean it.
But the newspaper leaves it streak free.
Hey, most of the media full of shit anyway.
The old school heads to tell you that. Back in the days, again, for tile, you used to use a coconut. You know what I mean? So to shine the tiles and stuff like that. So there's different things that are all natural, but because it's passe, you understand what I'm saying? People are not gonna want to say, give me save the old newspaper.
Even baking
They rather
soda.
go
Baking
now
soda,
and
we use
spray
that
the
for
chemical
everything.
on their glass, shine it up quick, and get out of there. Because their neighbors are looking at them like, "What are you doing?"
And then what happens? What happens when they heat up?
Sure.
What happens when they heat up? All that chemical goes right up in your nose,
right into your
that's
ear.
the thing. So again, it's gonna be very hard. Recently, I saw something and they was talking about the water, even the water you bathe with.
Oh yeah,
has the estrogen in it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it's like
Overtown's pretty populated right now.
Now hold up,
or polluted.
Anyone out there with a beer gut? I hate to say this, but it's in the beer too. Okay, it's in the beer too. Look at you.
A lot of the hops. A lot of the hops are a lot of the hops and the barley and stuff.
Yeah,
that
has
stuff
it in
being
it as well.
processed the same with the soil. I mean, with the soy
and the corn and
So it's like a lot of things again in moderation. So it's not saying that as soon as you drink a beer, it's like you know you have. Well, they do have man boobs, but and again, it's not somewhere where you just drink it and boom. Different things cause it. Genetics, and it's a bunch of different things. But at the end of the day,
about it, it's a combination of things.
Right.
It's kind of like a snowball fight. You know what I'm saying? It's like you trying to dodge this, but something else is coming at you that's gonna mess you up.
It's gonna be tough. But the thing is what you have to understand is people need to live in their reality, and the reality is that we live in a country that is allowed to experiment on its people, and even in Haiti, they were denying Monsanto and all their poison seeds that they were bringing down. They were burning it. They say, "Yo, we're not using this. We're not planting our crops with this. This stuff. We know what comes with it." You get what I'm saying? You got certain countries that barely got running water, is denying some of the foods and stuff that's used here. Like in certain parts of Japan, they don't accept American meat.
No.
They don't
Look at
accept
Europe.
American meat.
But
Europe standards is way high.
Yeah.
A simple thing as Gatorade is banned in Europe
because of the rats die.
Because they know. They know. They know.
A lot of stuff is banned.
They know
that we not we.
But hold on. But check this out in hindsight though. Something just came to me real quick. You said what you said, but this is the thing. What I'm saying now, it's hard to put a cap on this thing. Now you take a vacation. You're European. You come over here. You take a vacation. You go over to Disneyland, Disney World, wherever. Great adventures. What you gonna do?
Drink some Gatorade.
Okay. So okay.
Get coconut water.
Granted, now it's
Drink
not in a high volume, but you still whatever amount of dosage you're taking in, you're taking it in. So we can't. There's no way of getting around it at the end of the day. You just at the end of the day, yes, moderation, read things, but at the end of the day, you trapped in this system. Trapped in this system. That's just it.
Yeah.
Let's take corn for instance.
Okay.
There's so many things that corn is
in everything
intertwined in.
Yeah.
Okay.
They say, it's even in batteries.
Remember now, at one point now, even when they was trying to do the ethanol situation and everything. You understand what I'm saying?
They still got that. They still got it.
Yeah.
And
85.
And remember, corn is GMO'd. Okay. So at the
generator takes it.
Right. See what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you got it in milk, you got it in toothpaste, you got it in animal feed, which again we consume again.
They feed the animals.
You understand? You got fish now,
even fish,
fish farms and stuff.
Use the tilapia fish.
So
feeding corn.
Again, it's like you get up, you brush your teeth, it's in it.
It's everywhere.
Let me get a Coke. It's in it.
Toothpaste, yeah.
Oh, I'm not drinking that milk. I'm drinking this one. It's in it. You know what I'm saying? So
even a diet soda, all of that
that's
stuff.
the number one.
They have
thing.
the sugar replacements.
That stuff is
you want to stay away
garbage.
from that. Like stay away from it immediately.
How do you avoid this? There's no
now.
avoid.
You gotta
You have
read
to
labels.
seek- you have to seek-
limitation.
You have to seek natural options. You have a lot of products
Honey is
that's
always
coming
good
from You have a lot of products that's coming from overseas. Like you have like a lot of the Spanish products. They have more natural sugars in them. Because they like say a lot of their juices are, how would you say, pureed
Oh yeah.
juice
Okay.
instead of using like artificial flavor and things like
Flavors.
that. You know what I mean?
Is
So
is
Oh, like Dave Chappelle said, "What is
Yeah.
drink?"
I said, what is juice? He said, I want drink, baby.
Drink.
he said black
He
people,
But,
black
all right,
people
He
drink.
said sugar, water, and purple.
but let's take Mexico for instance
You
with the
found out the
Coca-Cola.
secret.
man.
You know the different Coca-Colas, the bottle, the can,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
the sweetness, the non-sweetness, the natural stuff that Mexico still uses.
Mhm.
You understand? That's why when you go there,
Natural
you
sugar.
taste it, it tastes totally different.
Mhm.
Totally different.
Yeah.
You understand? But let's check this out for a minute. Saccharin been created and it's been around since 1879.
Okay.
18, not
Seven.
19,
18.
1879.
Hmm.
Okay. Coca-Cola was the first one to like say, okay, let me get that.
Yeah.
Okay. But we didn't hear about these sweeteners until like what, maybe
The 80s.
late 80s or so.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
So
that's when the big push for processed foods came. It was in the
Okay.
80s. That's when they
Okay.
really amped it up. Yeah.
so now
In the 80s when
So
the
now,
tech was
going
born.
back to Monsanto's again, which is Tory's
Uh-oh.
Republican. I know that he loved that name. He just loved that name. Monsanto's.
Monsanto is the worst company you could think of.
I know.
Every product, everything they have. I'm talking about, everything they've created has
Destroys.
harmed mankind.
And they
Yeah.
still going. They
It's
still
still
going.
going. Still going.
Bro, it's crazy. It's like they're only there to poison the
Destroy us.
populace.
Mm-hmm.
The damage.
I'm telling you right now, I
Cats on
believe
the
it right
window.
now. Like when the eugenicists was around and they were out there quelling and trimming the herd, you know what I'm saying? I believe that they put these companies in place solely to do these things. You get what I'm saying? Because eugenicists are still around. I mean, one eugenicist is out in public right now. He goes by a fence that blocks your front yard.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? So, but
Ay.
that company, bro, I'm talking about from everything.
Mm.
And they just
check-
and what they get a slap on the wrist.
They keep
They were
going.
able to claim bankruptcy because they were being sued left or right for the Roundup that was causing
Oh yeah.
cancer and everything like that. You get what I'm saying? And then who
Yeah.
buys them up? Bayer buys them up. Bayer is evil.
But check this out now. Well, Bayer bought them because that was their competition.
No, because
That was
they
their
allowed it
competition.
to. They allowed it to. They can't let their prized gem that's killing so much people go to waste.
No, listen to me when I'm telling you. I used to
you
work.
think?
I used
You
to work
think
for one of the
Monsanto
companies.
wasn't being
Shut it
protected?
down.
Trust me when I tell you. I used to work for one of them companies.
Yeah.
The thing with it, those Bayer is their number one competitor. So with Bayer saying, "Okay, I got them," they buying it just to shut them out to have the competition canceled.
Absorb the
Aside from that,
competition.
because I used to work for one of them. So I'm telling you facts that's why the purchase part of that went down. Aside from they both doing the same damage.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's just one canceling out the other. You know what I mean?
Nah, they just came back together. Remember, their whole thing is to make you think that there's two options out there: the left and right paradigm of saying, "Oh, if I don't want to go right, I'll go left." There's always two companies. There's always two companies that sit over all the rest that does the same exact thing. All they do is spew competition, but they're the same companies. In every division, there's two main companies that they push forward that sits over all the others, whether it's technology like Samsung and Apple, whether it's
and AT&T.
they're all the same.
Yeah.
They're all the same. Like Comcast and AT&T is literally doing the same exact thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Your
But
two
then when you
choice.
look behind them, oh, they're owned by one person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I used to work in grocery store for 15 years.
I've heard it's about.
I'm telling you right now, there's
Tyson,
there's
Tyson.
bro, when you look at the who really owns the products in the grocery store, it's
Same
like 11
people.
companies.
Yeah.
You're like, what the?
Yeah,
Yep.
like most of the meats, like it's Tyson,
Yeah,
and they have different names. So when you say I'm not gonna the Tyson's taste better,
Yeah,
it's actually the same thing,
allegedly.
Same thing.
allegedly.
See, even with that, a large
got-
percent of
they're
it
the
is coming off the
largest-
same
You ain't gonna get
farm.
past that one,
Yeah.
allegedly.
A large percent of it's coming from the same farm anyway.
Coming from the same.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
exactly.
So for the knowledge of things, Roundup itself, Roundup portion of things is the chemical portion of things. People, different companies acquire the Roundup thing. So when they slap a company name on top of Roundup, so if another company departs from it, Roundup itself can separate it. So just to clear that up, you know what I mean? So the whole thing with Monsanto's is the Roundup portion of things. You know what I mean? The names that's stamped on it sometimes. I'm not gonna say the name, but but that's the thing with it. So when you're saying that the two of them are underneath the same, then yeah, but once that one broke off, then it's free, what they call a free agent situation going on. So
Free
no, but
enterprise.
remember, Monsanto, they didn't like liquefy their shit. They merged. They did a merger, so they're not a separate. They're not one company. They're a merger. Well, they're one company as an entity, but Monsanto
They still
still
kind of do
exists.
their,
Well, they're the ones that
still kind of do
are
their thing.
Yeah, they're the ones that.
that's the chemical company.
Yeah, but here's the thing: they produce everything
A
you
lot
can
of
think
other
of in
things,
agriculture.
aspirin and everything. Well,
Yeah,
they remember
they
now
do
they went into
food and
agriculture.
chemicals.
They went into agriculture because the chemical portion of things was costing.
Yeah.
A lot of lawsuits and everything like this. This whole thing with Roundup coming around again to bite them, it's no different.
Yeah.
So that's why they switched into the agriculture portion of things.
Yeah, the escape was agriculture after the chemical situation.
Right. So
Yeah.
No, but the thing is they've always been switching up. 'Cause remember, back in what was the one MSG Monsanto creation? The situation with styrofoam when styrofoam first came out.
they have a lot of.
It had
things,
chemicals problems.
A
That was
lot of stuff.
Monsanto also.
They
Like
got a lot of stuff.
I'm telling you, like they just created
They
just
just what do you
just to
call it?
murder
Just-
everyone.
Mm.
Like just
It's
to murder everyone.
They
That-
just shapeshift.
that's their goal. Like they come in the
And
gate and they
they're
say, yeah, we're gonna
still
create
on the market.
fanny packs for people. Next thing you know,
They
you
start
find out
off
there's a
like this.
damn retractor on it that just squeezes the life out of you. You're like, Monsanto, what the hell?
So
You again?
So hold on, let me just put something out there real quick for all those that in closing real quick. I just want to put this information out there for those that are because a lot of fresh farmers market and stuff. I know there's one up in West Palm. There's one on
There's one on
Flamingo,
Oakland Park.
Flamingo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's one in
There's a couple.
Hollywood.
But
And
there's
one
a
in
black
Hollywood by the
It's called Art Park.
seminar, yeah.
right. There's a black owned and operated one. So
There's
Dr.
one down at
Bobby Price.
Overtown also. Overtown right off of 95. There's a black an all black open garden, public garden down there. All right.
Is that the one you talking about?
yeah. So this one here is owned by Dr. Bobby Price. He's a holistic doctor, so and a detox specialist. So anyone out there that want to check it out, they ship the fruits to you, so you don't have to necessarily be in Miami, be anywhere. So it's iHeart Fruit Box, iHeart Fruit Box. So if you can help support the situation, that'll be good. Black owned and operated.
Yeah.
They have everything, and I was surprised when they named a couple of things. They said they got June plum. What?
Yeah.
So what's up? All the things that we're known.
Dragon fruit.
Right, dragon fruit, different things like that. So
They got the number 9s up in there.
they pack it, they ship it, and everything. One of the main things, and I would like to probably do another segment on this, is again the problem with the cost factors, because I know a lot of people that eat healthy and they're vegan or they're plant based or certain little things. It gets costly, and I think that's again on purpose.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
understand? It's cheaper for you to shoot to McDonald's to buy. You can get 10,000 McNuggets for like $100, or you know what I'm saying? Or and while if you wanted that one apple that's all natural, it's $100. So now when you look at it, you're like, what?
Yeah.
Hey, give me the 100 McNuggets then. You're just gonna do it like that because they make sure shift you into that.
Yeah.
Convenience. They force you to
Don't buy seedless fruits.
That too. That's another.
Do not buy
I've never
seedless
believed in that.
fruits.
Yeah.
I've never believed in seedless fruits.
You need a banana?
You hardly see anything with fruits. I'm with seeds.
If
You got educated.
If the fruit is supposed to have a seed in it and you see seedless, do not buy it because it's genetically modified. Right?
Hold up, blacks. Q just got to open it. Hold up.
No, I'm gonna do. We don't eat.
Q said, "Yo,
no bananas."
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
Blacks just told him, "Hey, the banana ain't got no seed in it." Q said, "Nah, that's a plantain." So okay, in closing now, what did we do? Do we throw out the bottles, the plastic, I should say, and go back to getting glass?
If you can,
I know they
if
do.
you can.
But are you gonna carry that to work with you? Is it convenient enough to if it hit against something, it won't break with all the milk and whatever in your bag?
Look. You see this right here?
Stainless steel.
Bam. Right here. I carry it on my bag.
Okay.
It can keep your joint. This thing keeps my joint cold for
16 hours.
Long ass time. If you got something hot, keeps it hot.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying
real
is,
quick,
folks,
the water that you putting in there, where is it coming from?
Oh man.
from my filter.
See what I'm saying, right?
No, but from my
Hey,
filter
man.
though.
But
No, but it's coming from my filter.
Your filter is made out of the same material as that bottle right there?
No, but it can filter your water
Carbon.
though.
No.
Carbon.
What is
I'm
the
trying to tell
filter made out of?
Carbon.
stove.
Plastic filter.
No,
He
no.
boiling his water.
Carbon.
Like I said,
We can't win,
you
man.
have to know.
Well, hold
You
up.
can.
Not
You
safe
can.
out here,
I would
man.
have
You
to
can.
ask the chemist.
Don't
Remember back
say
in the day,
it.
they
Don't
said if you
say
boil
you
the
can't
water,
win
then
because
it's
you're
good.
putting it out there for people not to do it. Don't say that. I hate when y'all say that. Do not say that because there's people. We're trying to change the minds of people that are stuck in position of convenience. So by you saying we cannot win, then these individuals won't hear the message. That's the problem. We can't. Do not feed the message that we cannot change. We can change.
We can, yeah.
And we need
If
to.
I'm showing an example of change, don't say we can't, because there's an
You're
example.
gonna
of
ask
change.
these questions now. Metal
And
can,
we give them
plastic
answers.
filter. Okay.
And we give them
I got
answers,
you.
but do not say
Madness.
can't. Can't is not in our dialogue.
At the next
This is a
outing
whole
event
new
that we
year.
got.
Can't cannot be in our dialogue.
So this is the challenge for 2023. At any outing, any event, if you see your friend, your loved one, or someone drinking out of a plastic, you slap it out their hands immediately.
Don't do
That's
that,
a challenge.
Yes, we
Okay,
can.
and we
Don't
don't
do
care
that.
what it is.
No, just
Water,
teach them.
Yes, we
chips,
can.
anything.
Teach them,
Okay.
show them better, right?
You know that muscle bound dude that walk up to people and
knock out everything.
that's us.
Pick
That's
the
what we
food
gonna
out their
do.
hand.
That's the Live at the Barbershop 2023 challenge. Anyone, friend or foe, that you see in a plastic,
The plastic
container or
challenge.
something,
Folks, please don't listen to this man. Don't slap nothing out of nobody's hand. Just teach them, all right? Teach them better, all right? There's options out there. Remember that canteen I just showed you? I bought that once. I bought that once and I had it for 2 years, all right? 2 years, and it has saved me so much over the years, all right? All I'm saying.
I got one.
we just hope that in 2 more years from now they don't say the stuff that made it.
Oh man, you know how they do. They make sure they make their profit
I'm
before
just-
they
I'm
drop
just
the
letting
bad
you know.
news, right?
I'm just letting you know.
What the hell did I just say?
I'm just letting, but I'm just
What did I just
listen.
say?
It's just a reality. Listen, hold on.
Which
It's just
part-
a
which
form
part
of reality at the
I
same
am.
time.
Go
You
ahead.
can
First of
educate
all-
and say yes, let's do
my
it. But at the end of the
God.
day, it's
What
no.
did I just say?
It's just a reality. Look.
This
Everybody
negative
prior
Nancy
to
up here
everybody,
on
hold on, I'm just keeping it real with everyone. Everyone prior
Oh my
to having the knowledge now about the air fryers. When I remember 2-3 years ago, a coworker of mine, yo, you get this to keep everything moist. Yo,
Air
you
fryer,
need to get.
baby.
And everybody started throwing things in it. Boom, boom, boom. And then 2 years later, hey man, you gotta throw it in the garbage. All of these things got things in them.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Here's the thing. there was research saying warning on air fryer because of the chemicals and all that they use the Teflon, they use this, they do that. But because they were publicly motivated, everybody did it. FOMO and marketing and all the other crap. You know what I'm saying? Underneath the sun. And guess what? The time frame it took you to put in the air fryer, you could have did that anyways.
They're still doing good on
It
sales.
do take, and it's so small, you can't even make a big batch.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know how many things you got to put in there just to make a good meal for multiple people?
Oh man.
Blacks, convenience, the single people.
No, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Oh.
Yo, it's absolutely terrible. That's what I'm saying.
Listen,
Yeah.
love the life you live and live it.
Like
I don't
do
like
the research, folks. Certain canteens. Yeah. Hey, there's a YouTube channel called Project Farm.
No air fryer chicks.
Where he tests out tools, he tests products like that canteen that I showed you. He tests them to show how long, if they can hold a cold, if they can do certain things, if they can, if they're actually the rating that they put on the box, all of that. Do the research, for crying out loud. Stop looking at celebrity videos and look at something that involves you in your life, because them celebrities ain't doing jack.
They're not thinking about you.
Facts.
They're not thinking about you.
All right.
Nope.
So hopefully everyone was educated on something tonight. I mean, like I said, look, everyone, you're in control of your own destiny at the end of the day. We're just trying to educate you in some forms. So if you could put down the plastic, get back to the bottles, the glass, things like that. Like you said, the insulated stuff that they have now. It's worth the try.
Storage containers at home. Trade out the plastic for the glass.
You know what I mean? So, but again, it's out there. You have the World Wide Web at your convenience as well.
Tips.
You can go and search things, learn things, and just educate yourself to just prolong that life that we have here. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's a blessing to be here. So let's see however long we can be here. You know what I mean? So
let's do it.
Just limit on your eating, man.
Yeah. And cut
fasting, intermittent fasting.
That's probably why. I would have to research something if the estrogen in the beer is why a lot of fights break out at these parties.
No. That's just sports.
Hey, Black,
paid for sports entertainment. Got everybody jumping all over.
Yeah,
but man, it was nice knowing everything tonight. Once again, please go out and support Live at the Barbershop. Subscribe, click the notification, spread the word, please.
Yeah.
You can find us on all the platforms. Okay, so my man over here said he just was doing this as convenience. We no longer is gonna name all the platforms. We just gonna say you can find us on all the platforms.
Yeah, we got too much platforms. We got like 50
right now. He's the microwave to this thing right here. Okay, so go ahead. All right, there's the stove. Okay, you can find us on all the platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Anchor, Amazon Music, Audible, Podcast, the Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and the Stove and Oven as well. Okay, so once again, go out in the world and be somebody.
Y'all ever heard of a stove and oven?
Stove and oven.
Okay. Stove and oven.
Two different things. Stove upon top, oven upon the bottom. Okay. All right. So everyone, have a blessed weekend. Love you. Goodbye. See you next Friday. Holla.
Go out in the world and be somebody.